someone starts looking at you differently, more attentive, more careful, slightly impressed, and you hold that moment. You don't interrupt it, you don't risk it, you stay exactly as you are, because this version of you works. You know what to say, you know what to hide, you give just enough, a sharp opinion, a composed reaction, a version of yourself that feels complete. You avoid the parts that feel uncertain, the ones that don't sound impressive, the ones that might change how they see you. So you stay in control. And over time, you get good at it. You become someone who is easy to respect, hard to question, difficult to fully know. And it feels right, because admiration is clean. It doesn't ask for explanation. It doesn't stay long enough to see inconsistencies. It just observes and forms a conclusion, and you fit into it. But love is different. Love doesn't stop at the surface. It stays longer. It asks questions. It notices shifts. It sees what doesn't fit, what doesn't make sense, what isn't controlled. And that's where it becomes uncomfortable. Because love doesn't admire the version you present. It encounters the parts you're still figuring out, the parts that don't sound certain. And that exposure feels risky. You can't manage it the same way. You can't edit it. You can't fully control how you're understood. So you start leaning towards what feels safer, admiration, where you are seen clearly, but only from a distance, and know you, but only in fragments. You tell yourself you're just private, but it's more precise than that. You are selective. You allow admiration, but restrict love, because love requires access, and access means losing control of the image, and that matters more than you admit. So you keep refining your tone, your words, your reactions. Everything becomes slightly calculated, not fake, just filtered. And it works. People respect you. But here's the part you don't notice. Respect doesn't require you to be known. It only requires you to be consistent. You're not choosing admiration because it's better. You're choosing it because it protects you from what love would expose. Because love doesn't let you stay as a finished version. It meets you as something incomplete and asks you to stay there. So now the question changes. If someone tried to actually know you, not admire you, not respect the version you maintain, but see you without control, without precision, without that stable image, would you still feel comfortable being seen, or would you start adjusting again? Brutally human.